Yo, it's Illy Boy Pope here with another illuminating rant. 333-777 and all that jazz. You dig? In this video, I just wanted to touch on how the mind can be a great strength, but it can also be a great weakness. How the mind can be a master manifester. I don't know why I was that close. How the mind can be a master manifester or a master exaggerator. Let me explain. Now, the mind is what manifests things outwardly, and the heart is what manifests things inwardly. First thing first. So, with the mind is acceptable to manipulation and change. Simply because the mind is like a satellite. Bless you. The mind is like a satellite. It tunes to different frequencies that it receives. So, think of the mind like a satellite, and the heart space, which creates everything around you and outside of you, is like the TV. So it's like the mind, it receives the signal, and boom, that signal then goes to your TV. So it amplifies the signal. So with the mind, it has the ability to time travel. In the mind, you can travel to the past, you can travel to the present, and you can travel to the future mentally. So your mind is a vehicle. We're going to the playground. You said you want to go to the playground, right? No, we're not there yet. If we was there yet, wouldn't we get out the car? Oh, okay. So with your mind being a master manifester or an exaggerator, we have to get the awareness that most of the problems or most of the trauma or most of the darkness that we perceive is perceived in an exaggerated way. Our mind already has subconscious programming. And if that programming isn't in alignment with your true heart space, with your true higher self, then it's going to manipulate you into an illusion. So your mind will amplify or exaggerate an illusion. So for instance, think about a past pain or a trauma. It physically doesn't exist anymore. It physically isn't happening to you anymore. But since your mind remembers, and you also have to remember that your heart is also a consciousness, is also a brain, but that's a whole nother rant. We have 3 brains, and they all have memory and have brain cells. Look it up. But that's a whole nother rant. Your mind puts energy into that past trauma, into that past pain, and it amplifies that signal. It exaggerates that signal to the point that your heart feels like that again. So right then you are manifesting a past pain. You are exaggerating a past pain. And why is it an exaggeration? Because technically speaking, it doesn't exist physically anymore. It is done. It has happened. Your mind is exaggerating, amplifying, manifesting that pain. So it's like with that awareness, we should understand, like, yes, our mind is a master manifester, but it can also be a master exaggerator. Your same strength can be your same weakness. So it's like, when it comes to those shadow aspects, you gotta work on getting divine awareness. Because with divine awareness comes discernment. With discernment comes clarity. With clarity comes clear decision making. Because the thing about that exaggerated thing, the thought, the past pain, the past trauma, that's never gonna go anywhere. It's gonna stay in the past, and it's gonna stay in a place of where it happened, because it happened. It's never gonna change that it happened. But once you get a divine awareness, you will know what to do when that thought comes back to your brain, when that feeling comes back to your heart. If you have the awareness that your mind can manifest and exaggerate thoughts and feelings, you will be able to take a step back and really understand, like, oh, okay, a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, a lot of problems that I perceive as problems are exaggerated. They aren't as bad as we make them. They're actually, this is a higher spiritual teaching, but there's technically no good or bad, just it is. It either makes you feel good or it makes you feel bad, and your mind deciphers from there. So it's like,
getting the picture of your dad's side. Now, tell me a little bit about your mom's
the whole point of divine awareness is to give you the choice. To give you the choice. To give you that little point in time in the big. You want to go to the playground, right, Nicholas? Because we have to drive to the playground.
There's a lot of food and dancing and music and yeah.
Now you got clearly a very.
Now, if I hear any more impatience, Nicholas, what's gonna happen?
But you're also
what you think gonna happen if you keep being impatient?
How about music?
Take a wild guess.
Is it gonna be your life, or are you still undecided?
Oh, so you want me to tell you?
So I don't.
If I hear any more impatience, we're just gonna go home.
I don't know.
That's how that works.
I haven't decided.
You understand?
I'm going to pursue it when I'm older, but I know that.
But yeah,
keep it in my life.
having divine awareness gives you the option. Gives you the option to either manifest and exaggerate something good or manifest and exaggerate something bad. Because, for instance, when you come to that impasse, like, damn, I've been triggered. I am feeling negative thoughts. Those negative thoughts are leading to negative emotions. And now they're playing a tennis match back and forth from my heart to my mind. And now I'm in a messed up space. With divine awareness, you have the opportunity to be like, you know what? I feel like this. I'm thinking like this. Let me take a step back. Okay, take a step back. Okay, why do I feel this way? Okay, it's the five questions. Why, where, when, where, why, how. You know what I mean? Ask those questions and then be quiet. Ask those questions and then be quiet. Seek answers without getting them. Seek the answers by attracting them. By being in a space of divine awareness, of stepping back to receive the answers. We usually make mistakes or do things wrong when we overdo, or we keep doing, we keep getting, we keep giving, but we're not stepping back into a place of receiving. Divine awareness allows you to receive divine clarity, divine wisdom. But if you stay engaged in thinking and feeling and then feeling and then thinking and thinking and feeling and keep going on that path, you're going to stay in a cyclical phase. Divine awareness breaks the cycle because it stops it. It slows it down to the present moment, which is the gift of life. Once you slow it down, because this is our neighborhood, the park is close by our house. As soon as you slow down, as soon as you step into divine awareness and you get into that discernment, then you get into that clarity, and then you're able to make clear decision making, that's when you're able to catch yourself. And catching yourself don't mean that you don't get triggered. It don't mean that you don't feel or think or go down that negative stuff. But with divine awareness, it allows you to have a foundation for growth. There's a quote. I'm gonna end this video on this. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. It's all your decision. It's all your decision. But yeah, that's all I had to say in this illuminating rant. You feel me? Candlelight community takes one candlestick to light 1,000. That's illy.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion in classical music. He joined us to record in New York City.
Illy and out.
Anthony, it's such an honor for me personally to meet you and have you